Alrighty, it's me, and you know who that is. Just gonna do some little show and tell here. This is a little, I guess you call it, I call it car graphic because this is a lot of stuff, things I did back in the 2000s, 90s, 2000s. You know, a lot of it was pretty detailed. If somebody wanted something different on their vehicle, mostly trucks. Do something down the side. Imagine the wheel here, front wheel here, and we got the blank space. So we're gonna do some show and tell. Here's some more of my swirly cues and swirly gigs and weirdo stuff. You can put it any way you want. I usually go a direction. This one here, kind of like that. Here's some of that bold black stuff. I did one of those similar to that on the freezer paper art. And it's pretty easy to do. I use a big fat marker. Yeah, I'll show you my, let's see that there? Hold on. Oh. That is I think a 3x5. I did that about 20 years ago. Nah, 15 years ago. About a month after my dad died. It's kind of a representative of my life, you know? Crazy stuff. That's a big piece. That's canvas. Okay, let's get back to the common sense art. Oh, let's see how they go. Let's see here. There you go. It's got a little stand here in the living room. We have a small living room. Anyway, this here is done with a thick marker. I believe I've done some of that last week or so with a little graphic in the middle of it, some blue, a little bit of yellow outline. This is paper. You know, actually, there are people that paint on paper, and I've seen some in art galleries. I saw one where they were about half this size, and he did a lot of red. And man, those things were like $750 a piece. And he had some that were really tiny, 500. And the curator, I guess that's what you call art gallery people. She said some of his work is going for 50 and 100,000. So it has a lot to do with this right here, your name. Here's a little neat little piece. I kind of like this one. Everything flows real nice. This is a bunch of art that I did at my son's house before this panic thing. I would go over there. A lot of times they went out to California to visit his wife's folks, and I'd babysit his pups, my grand dogs, and I'd sit there and do this. New house, so it was pretty nice, and they bought me a lot of food. Something a little bit different here. Some few bold graphics with a lot of lines. You know, I like a lot of lines. I've kind of been my career on this one here. Kind of interesting. I did all these little cubes with different designs in it. Got some flames, geometrics, kind of an abstract with the crazy stuff, some pinstriping, little pinstriping design. I like doing this stuff here. Here's some crazy this design. I had remembered this while I was working on this piece. Back in the 80s or so, there was I think it was a 50 Studebaker. Man, anyway, no, it was a 32 Roadster hot rod. And he had something like this. They did a graphic, and on the end of the graphic had these little, look like carrots, square carrots. It looked pretty cool. And here's another one. So you see the art that I've been doing for the past few weeks. You see similarities, but if you start looking at it, there are differences. This is my little logo. I mentioned this before, the little cynical Mikey Did It thing. I used to sign my name right here, Mikey Did It. I'm thinking about changing the name of my YouTube. I was thinking about Mikey Did It, but I think there's someone out there using that name. I've been using it about 25 years, but oh well. And here's another one. There's some pink and yellow, gray. I like the straight lines. It just, when you do half a dozen lines, there's 5 here. Everything starts out very simple, and just go crazy. You know, you want to be poster and paper Sharpie artist, start out this way. Use your white space. Come in there. You can come in white space. Just do some little, and then if you use your ruler or yardstick, just outline these with real fine Pentel or something like that, which I need to buy. And you just make your little design. You know, you can do the little thin line, thick line, whatever. I mean, art can be anything. All I'm doing is just showing you what I like to do. Oh yeah, there are some design on the back of these. Yeah, there's some blue and pink. I always just like blue and pink. There's one here. This is on paper. Pretty bold. You know, like I said before, there are similarities in a lot of my work, but if you study it, there are major differences. You know, no two are the same, and that's what I did when I was pinstriping cars and trucks and vans and boats and shoes and antiques and whatever. Everything was a little bit different. I think I did. Yeah, I did this one on my YouTube. This is a little graphic tree. Yeah, just something a little bit different. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get this thing right here. It's time for some canvas. Show you some of my canvas work. I did this last week and I forgot to turn on the camera. So let's see here. Let's go up. There you go. Be patient with me here. This little stand here is not that good. Okay, there's a little canvas right there. That goes in the bathroom. Funny thing about this is all it is just brushwork, drips, and I didn't even know it when I hung it in our other house bathroom. Someone, my niece was over and she come out of the bathroom and say, "What's that S? What is that S?" I said, "What S?" She said, "On that painting in there." I said, "I don't know." Went in there, looked at it, man, I didn't even know that was there. So sometimes you create things you don't even know. I took this here, just took a little screwdriver and I did my little swoopy designs there. It's just a little old 1/2-inch canvas. Nothing special. You can buy those pretty cheap for, I think, like that one there. It's a 3x4. You can buy it for about 20 bucks. This one right here, I did many years ago. This is one of my favorites. This is I call it the Dancing Lines. Pretty blue. You know, I tried to duplicate this thing before. Man, for some reason, I just cannot duplicate it. It was one of those days when everything was just, I was feeling good. I'm, striping cars every day, and my pinstriping ability was top notch. Turn this a little bit. And so I guess what I need to do is buy me some more canvases. I do have some canvases. I need to paint them so we can do some painted on lines. But I've actually had someone offer me $500 for this thing. I said, nope, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it. Okay, here's a design you might recognize from yesterday. Did something similar to that. That's my little, I've had people tell me that look like different things. One person said it looked like surfboards and some sort of abstract wave. I guess with the sun in there, that kind of tells the story. But that's just a small, I don't know what size that is, 18 by 24. Then I had this old, I think my wife picked this thing up at the resale store, at the Goodwill or something. Let's see. And I just kind of messed it up. I used some Sharpies on that thing. It's not really pretty. I think I might paint it over and do it with a brush next time. And this one here, I have a few seconds of this one here on my videos. This is just a 2x4 hardboard, and it's a lot of abstract. Let me get you up close here. Abstract with, like I said, the film noir stuff that I like to do. I will be doing some of that. It takes quite a bit of time, but I like doing this. I'm gonna do one. Probably take 4 or 5 sessions of 30 minutes. This took me about 3 hours to do, maybe more. I don't know. Maybe it was 3 days instead of 3 hours. But you see what I'm doing. If you want to do something like this, it's not that difficult. Go online, type in noir film, and like first thing that came up was Veronica Lake. I put this in there. I had done this before, and I just kind of remembered here. If you look very close, let's see if I can get up close here. You can see these are noir designs. Not that hard to do. And so anyway, I printed them out, put some tracing paper behind it. Actually, it was like seamstress paper. So I used to use the carbon copy, but it would leave blue on the white. And a little hot rod 50 Mercury here. Little I think it was a 37 or 8 Chevy 1-ton. I have another drawing of that. Little waves in here. So what I do, art does not image fake you. That's not derogatory. Life's strange on a ... whatever you want to be. What happens when you just go crazy? Noir Suede, SWAD. Here's one here, likes purple, which I do. So anyway, a little something there. Okay, what else is there? I don't have any room in here for other art. I do have some more art, and I will show them at some other time. But for right now, I think you get the drift of little art things. Just remember, get up tomorrow, get out your pens, your pencils, your crayons, your markers, grab you a piece of paper. It can just be regular typing paper, and just start sketching. Sketch whatever your mind tells you to do. Don't do what I do. Get your little pen out, get your hand out, get your eyeballs focused, clear your brain, drink some coffee, go exercise, go lift some weights, come back, do some sketching for 30 or 40 or 45 minutes. I'm going to tell you, it has helped me so much. Not only doing this, I quit doing this for a while because I'm a results person. Okay, why am I doing this? Well, I'll tell you, I didn't know. My results usually came from being paid for what I do. And so I would do this. My wife, she said, do that. It's good for your mind. It helps you relax. Just draw, sketch and doodle. I can get frustrated because I can't really draw faces. I can do this kind of stuff. Can't draw faces, can't draw people, can't draw still life very well. So I just sketch. And okay, why am I doing this? Why? Well, in the last few years, been on and off YouTube. I'm going to do it. So about 6 or 8 months ago, maybe less, I just was watching YouTubers, how they did it, how much money they made. And of course, a lot of it is car stuff, but some of these car guys were revealing the money they were making. And one younger guy, he used to detail cars, and he said he loved it. He loved it. The weather had a factor in how much money he made. And he started YouTubing his cars that he detailed when they came in, what he did to them. And these are about 45-minute YouTubes. And after about a year or so, man, he was pulling in some. He basically closed his shop. He just only takes high-end. In other words, they'll bring in a high-dollar Porsche, $200,000-$300,000 Porsche, and he'll charge $2,000 to detail this thing. I mean, he takes the car apart. And so he said, I actually make more money doing YouTube. So I'm like, man, when I was doing it 10, 11 years ago, I didn't even know anything about monetizing videos. So after looking at that, researching it, watching guys, painter, a lot of these artists, like I mentioned the other day, some of these artists they call it customizing sneakers, and man, they're pulling in the big bucks. They're younger people. So I don't care about that. If I make a few bucks, that's okay. But the result is I'm doing YouTube videos, and I put it on YouTube. And, I'm just beginning this. I'm getting some views. The thing is, you want to get subscribers. I've read that is where your monetization comes in. I think you have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views before they'll monetize you. I'll tell you what, I'm at a point in my life, being retired, this is giving me something to get up in the morning for. It's like the last week, I was getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because I want to come in here you know, do a little editing. I'm not doing much editing. Put a little music to it, and you know, this is copyright-free music from YouTube, and I feel like I'm doing something and getting results by putting it on YouTube. People will look at it, they watch it. I don't think I have any comments yet, which from my last YouTube experience, that's okay because, man, a lot of negative people. But they say you know you're successful when everybody is punching you in the face with negative comments. So I really don't want that. But this is why I'm doing this. Like I said, I like it, and I feel like I'm accomplishing something by putting it on YouTube for people, you, and everyone else, to inspire you to get up, get out there, and do whatever you like to do and just enjoy it. So, okay, that's it for now. Thanks.